Welcome to the workshop on running progress reports in myPlaybook. In this workshop, you'll learn how to log into myPlaybook, generate a progress report, learn how to save the steps to generate reports in the future, as well as use the data from the reports to email student athletes in order to remind them to complete myPlaybook and increase your completion rates. Before we get into that information, I wanted to take a few minutes to introduce you to the Institute to Promote Athlete Health and Wellness. The Institute to Promote Athlete Health and Wellness is located at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, is made up of several individuals, including the Director, Dr. David Wyrick, Associate Director, Dr. Jeff Milroy, Institute Coordinator, Samantha Kelly, as well as several graduate students from the Public Health Education Department, Communication Sciences and Disorders, and Counseling. We also work with individuals outside of the university related to research and evaluation specialties. Dr. Melody Fierno-Kenny, Dr. Mursoon Michael Orsini, as well as Dr. Todd Lewis. The vision of the Institute is to improve the health and wellness of athletes through the translation of alcohol and other drug prevention and mental health promotion research to effective policies and practices. The driving force behind IPAW is that we believe that providing evidence-based programming, support, and resources to athletes as well as those who serve athletes will help develop positively contributing citizens nationwide. We plan on delivering the most innovative and effective programming and resources available in order to provide athletes and those serving athletes with the knowledge and tools and skills necessary to help athletes make healthy decisions and perform at their highest potential in and out of competition. We will do this by providing athletes and those serving athletes with easy-to-use, accessible, and effective alcohol and other drug prevention and mental health promotion programming and resources to help them make healthy decisions that ultimately contribute to their overall well-being. Our areas of focus include alcohol and other drug education and prevention, the prevention of interpersonal violence, development of stress management, decision-making and communication skills, and the promotion of healthy relationships and emotional health. We intend to target these areas across a broad social ecological model, ensuring that we target these variables at the individual, interpersonal, school, community, and public policy level. The ongoing services that we provide through the Institute include but are not limited to Coach's Assist, myPlaybook Collegiate, myPlaybook High School, conducting athletic, alcohol, and other drug policy reviews and development, providing free online resources such as educational flyers and pamphlets that are easily printable, providing evaluation services and data collection services that helps organizations understand their athletes, their coaches, as well as the athletic culture better in order to serve them with the most effective and appropriate alcohol and other drug prevention and mental health promotion programming. We're also involved in the development of surveys, data collection procedures and protocols, the analysis of that data, and then providing those findings in a report that's easy to understand and deliverable to other individuals outside of the requesting organization. We also provide consultation services at the request of a specific organization. It's important to note that all of these services can be customized to the needs of the organization being served. We have a web presence, and you can find us at athletewellness.uncg.edu, which provides a lot of information related to the services that we provide and the organizations that we work with. You can also like us on Facebook as well as follow us on Twitter. Now let's get into the workshop related to admin permissions in myPlaybook. I will walk you through how to log into myPlaybook, generate reports, how to save the steps to develop reports in the future, as well as using the data from those reports to email student athletes. When you begin working with the Institute to Promote Athlete Health and Wellness and myPlaybook, you will be giving an administrative login information. Typically, this is your email address as well as your last name in lowercase letters. Once the information is entered into each one of the fields, click Login to continue. On the very first screen at the top, you will see a button called Reports. If you do not see this button, you should contact Samantha Kelly in order to receive information on how a report button can be placed within your login screen. If you do see report button at the top, you click on this report and it will take you to another page that's going to allow you to develop the report that you need. So on the right hand side of the page under course transcripts, you will see create new report and you will click on this link. The very next page that comes up is a page that walks you through step-by-step information on the data you'd like to be included in the report. So the fields that you'd like included in the data that you would want is on the left-hand side here. Important information includes name, email, possibly their username if you're interested, their school, the sport, and about 3/4 of the way down you will find the word course as well as course status. This will tell you the course in which the student athlete is enrolled in and their status, whether they're enrolled or complete. On the right-hand side, under Filters, this is where you'd be able to select a specific individual. You can click on the green plus sign, type their last name which contains, say, SMI for Smith, that would pick that up. You can also use this to make sure that you're pulling the right individuals by using the word school, clicking on the green go button, green cross button, and adding the name of your organization. It's important to note that even if you do not use this section of the report or creating the filters, you will only be able to pull information on the student athletes or users in which we specify for you to be able to do that. This is a way for us to protect other individuals who cannot come into myPlaybook and run reports on other schools. For example, someone at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro would not be able to run a report for student athletes at NC A&T. Once all the information is placed into the necessary fields, you simply click Run Report. myPlaybook will give you another window in which you will then select whether you want to review that report in an HTML window, which typically opens up another tab or another individual window, or in an Excel document. I suggest that you open it in the Excel document. By opening it in an Excel document, it allows you to manipulate that data very easily. Typically, I start by formatting the cells so they can read everything that's in them. So now that you can see all the data that's been pulled from the group in which I specified, I found their name, their email address, their username, which is typically the same as their email address unless something else has been specified to us, their school or the organization, the sport. So in this case, no sport information was entered for these individuals, so we don't get any data here, but if you provide us with that information, we can enter the student athletes into myPlaybook with a sport designation, so you could essentially sort on that particular variable down the road. The course in which those individuals are enrolled in, and then their course status. So none of these individuals have completed myPlaybook in its entirety, but you can see that they are enrolled in that course. Just an example, you can select data at the top and sort. I can sort by email address, click OK, and it puts it in an order in which I want. We can then grab those email addresses, right-click, copy, and paste into something like a Gmail to field, and you're able to email all those individuals at one time, or you may do this in any other way that you so see fit. I'd also like to show you that within myPlaybook, once you have done this for at least one time, you can actually go to Save Settings and call this anything that you'd like, Save Changes, and the next time that you go to Reports, you're going to see on the right side that report saved. It's not the data that's saved, but the fields that are selected to generate that report that is saved. So I click on this link. It takes me back to exactly what I had entered the last time, all those necessary fields, and so ultimately what I have to do is just click Run Report, and it will be a real-time report based on the fields that you selected. You can also see under Reports button on the left-hand side ways in which you're able to delete reports. So if you have saved several and you want to organize, you may remove them from that list as well. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for joining us today for this workshop on administrative permissions in myPlaybook. We hope that you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and please reach out to us whenever you'd like. Thank you.